Hey y'all, and y'all, I'm back. It's something about this story, y'all. It's something going on. And I don't want to think like I'm thinking. I'm just going to keep it to myself about this suspicious case. But I want y'all to listen to, I'm going to read this article to you all about the young lady right here. This is his mother. Giovanni mother and family is outraged at the lies been spread and the lack of transparency. Now, this is what they said, y'all. His mother, Bridget, took to social media stating, this is what she said. The police didn't find my baby. The investigators didn't find my baby. The dogs didn't. The helicopter didn't. Stop spreading lies. You have no idea. We found my baby. And I would never, ever be the same. Now, she also said, Giovanni's cousin also added, the police did not find him. Our family, with our own hands and shattered hearts, found his body. This comes after they located Giovanni's body in a retention pond, where his phone last pinged within walking distance of where the other belongings was located. Seemed as though the police dropped the ball and the family isn't confident that a true investigation will come from this. Now, people, I ain't the one to be acting funny, but I'm about to be funny, though. Mama, that's your child, and you did your search to find your child because your child was with his dad kinfolks. Y'all supposed to find him. Now, those people don't know more than what y'all seeing. Now, I'm gonna keep something to myself about this situation right here. I know that boy didn't just get out that car, and he ain't just walking no pond, but he can walk in a retention pond. You can't do that at night. But come on now. I know Giovanni can swim, allegedly. But something I want to keep to myself. I bring it out later, though. So the family is taken to Facebook and said, keep the false narrative and gossip to a minimum. I'm ready to take it there with whoever. We will get justice and we will find out exactly what happened to my cousin. Bridget Pelletier, I got your forever. Now, y'all don't supposed to be mean now when we trying to get justice for that boy. Now, right here go an article said, I'd like to clear the air in a few things for everyone. Yes, my cousin is the young man who was found deceased. No, my family is not ready for your questions. No, the police did not find him. Our family, with our own hand and shattered heart, found his body. We just lost a beautiful, kind soul, and our pain is unbearable. while we're trying to breathe through the worst moment of our lives, some of y'all are worried about gossip, lies, and things that doesn't matter. Have some humanity. Have some respect. And understand this. I would take it there about mine every single time. And that's the mom. Y'all, I mean, Facebook is out the chain. Somebody must be hiding something. Now, look, I'm trying to keep from acting funny, okay? Most sources are reporting Pelletier was with his, Giovanni was with his cousins. And with the reporting that it was 3 cousins. I think that's throwing everyone off, because I know if I was with 3 cousins and start acting erratically after smoking, they, beyond a doubt, wouldn't leave me right. That's the truth. On the side of the highway. Now, most folks understand the same thing. At least one person should have had his family, though. If he was only with one cousin, a cousin he never met, but spoke on the phone with once, and the cousin friends are the friend of the cousin who picked up at 1:30, that's different. I'm only seeing that it was just one of the cousins and not 3 from this article. They said there was an altercation after the smoking weed. One person there said he pulled a knife, and they did say that. I'm not sure if that is being said to set up a self-defense angle. But this poor kid deserved better than being dumped in an intention pond. His family deserved better than having to hire a private investigation team to find his body. Everyone from the neighborhood that spoke on him said he was a kind, popular kid. You can't see the racial from his pictures. Y'all, what they did to y'all know I'm gonna bring, y'all know Funny Acting gonna bring y'all all the news. Now look, this is what the back page is saying. There goes teen goes missing in Florida. The backstory is Giovanni was on vacation in Inglewood with family from North Carolina when he left around 1:30 a.m. Friday, August the 1st, to go visit relatives in Brevard County. He got into a white Chevy Malibu with the picture that car that I showed y'all with a cousin from his biological father side of the family, along with 2 other cousins, friends. But according to the relatives, Giovanni had never met the men in person. He had only spoken to one cousin on the phone. And that's the backstory on Giovanni. And then you have this right here, y'all. Giovanni Pelletier, estranged cousins, has done nothing to this kid. Why else would they keep changing their stories? And why else would they dump his broken phone and belongings and dump him out in the dark? Don't nobody understand that. I don't understand that. I have a sinking feeling they left him somewhere for dead or possibly murdered him. People teach your children to trust no one. Boys, Facebook is on fire. It said right here, my grandson Giovanni, August the 1st, 2025, missing person. The time is 1:51 a.m. It is August the 1st, 2025. The last message she ever received from her son was chilling. It is simplicity. Help me, Mom. And just like that, he was gone. Now, correction up there, y'all. Her son was chilling in its simplicity. I'm sorry. Help me, Mom. And just like that, he was gone. He had been raised under the steady hand of his mother, wrapped in the warmth of a close-knit family where loyalties and love were never in short supply. But at age 18, he was lured by the promise of connection and unexpected fun and spark over the phone with three young men who claimed to share the blood his father, Ken. Now, my thing is, what the father saying about this? Because the father is incarcerated. Why? I guess he wonder who is the Ken that. How did she get in touch with these Kens? They planned a trip just the four of them. No parents, no question, just trust. He packed a bag with hope in his chest, but somewhere along the journey, something went wrong, y'all. Terribly wrong. Oh, that's a lot to read. The journey began in Nims, Florida, and led them several hours south in Inglewood. According to those who knew about the trip, everything appears to go as planned, at least until the ride home. Okay? The three men who had traveled with him gave their name as, I may pronounce the name wrong, y'all, Latrell Hearns, a man known only as Jalen, and another name. Oh, hold on, y'all. Y'all, I apologize. I like to burn my egg, and I had lost my tracking, so I try to find it, because I need to find it, what I was reading. But we're going to start from right here.
Manatee County Sheriff's Office has confirmed that they recovered the body of 18-year-old Giovanni Pelletier, who was found in a retention pond off Interstate 75, not far from where his backpack and cell phone were found. Interestingly, police announced they interviewed Giovanni's father, who is currently incarcerated, and he too shared that he was not comfortable with his son being around his cousins that he had never met. If you aren't aware of what happened, Giovanni is...
All right, good people. I'm back. I found out where I left out at, okay? I be doing, y'all don't know, I do so much over here. And y'all want to donate to the channel. And getting your membership really would help. And donate to the Super Chat or to the Cash App. I be so tired, but y'all don't know, sometimes I don't give up. But anyway, I'm right where I stopped at. It said, the three men who had traveled with him gave their names as Latrell Hearns, a man known only as Jalen, and another named Zach, who was later identified as Leon Trayvon Hearns. When questioned, they claimed that an argument broke out in the car on the way back. They said they dropped Giovanni off on the side of the highway. But why would y'all do that? Sometimes later, a truck driver passed through the same stretch of road, noticed debris on the asphalt. He stopped to move it, thinking it might be trash, until he saw what it really was. It was a backpack and a broken cell phone. And y'all need to think about, why is his cell phone broke? It's so he won't get in contact with nobody. No one. Okay, so he turned the item over to the law enforcement. They was identified as belonging to Giovanni. According to the three men, Giovanni was dropped off just 10 minutes from home. Just a few steps, almost within sight of safety. So close to the lights of the neighborhood might flicker in the distance. So why didn't he come home? If he was that close to home, why did he come home? Why didn't he come home if he was that close to home? Anywho, the law enforcement eventually located the white Chevy Malibu. We talked about that. We said, and the three men who had last been seen with him, but answer didn't come easy. In the hours that followed, the whispers began to surface, rumors from within the families of the men involved. The claim that all four had smoked something that night, that Giovanni became violent, that he pulled a knife, that the others disarmed him, forced him out of the car, and later discarded his cell phone in the backpack along the road. Yet that same family member would state that they all prayed for his safety. The same family member of the men would later suggest that Giovanni had simply run away. But from what? What is they talking about? Why would a young man run from the very people who had stood by him from his entire life? A family who loved him unconditionally, supported him through every chapter, and took pride in the kind, respectful person he had become. The same family member had changed the story again, claiming that Giovanni wasn't dropped on the side of the highway at all, but instead at the Circle K convenience store. Oh, Lord, y'all, they changing the story. He insists there was witnesses who saw him there. But if he dropped him off at the Circle K, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Circle K got a lot of cameras. And here we go. But if that were true now about the Circle K, if he had truly been dropped off at a Circle K and the others had taken his cell phone, why wouldn't Giovanni have gone inside and used the store phone? Makes sense. Yeah, FBI, you need to step in on this one. Okay, the store phone to call his mom. He would have went in the store to call his mom. She was only minutes away, y'all, likely still awake, likely waiting to hear the sound of his footstep at the door, especially after the 1:51 a.m. text message. Help me, Mom. These shifting accounts only deepen the uncertainty. Each new version of events seems craft to distance the three men from responsibility. But now none of them answer the one question that matters the most. And what's that? It's a version of events laced with contradiction. The original story only stated there was an argument. There was no mention of an altercation. If they genuinely hoped Giovanni would be found safe, then why leave him alone on a dark roadside at 2 a.m.? Why keep his phone? Why toss his bag? And why not call the mother, who was waiting just a minute away? Those questions still hang heavy in the air because Giovanni never made it home, and someone knows why. Where is Giovanni? Anyone with information urged to contact the Bradenton Police Department, emergency 911, and these numbers right here. Now, funny acting, Lanita has a question. She raising her eyebrows, and she not gonna act funny when she asks this question. But I want to ask, who told him about these people on his daddy's side? His daddy is incarcerated. His daddy didn't mention it to the kid. Did his dad mention those cousins to him? How y'all know those his cousins on his daddy's side? This wasn't monitored right for me, y'all. Not given to an 18-year-old. Could it have been a setup? Something happened. Something wrong. And I'm going to stay on their ass about it. Thanks for watching.